By now, I bet you're sick and tired of me saying, use the blue sheet method. I've been saying it all year, haven't I? Well, I'm going to say it more times in this video. Because some of your problems in your MCAS are going to involve the use of formulas. And you got to find that formula and do the calculation. Here's what you should do when you encounter an MCAS problem. First, read it. Ask yourself a question. Do you need to do a calculation for this question? If you don't, then just answer it using your deep knowledge of physics. If you do, though, you need to do two things and not be too lazy to do them. Use your formula sheet, because you're going to need a formula, and to find the formula, use a blue sheet method. Now, some questions require the blue sheet method and a formula, some don't. Does this one here require a calculation? You have plenty of numbers in here, don't you? And you're generating a number. It's pretty clear. You do need a formula here. Use those three pieces of data, actually two of them, and use the formula work equals force times distance. That question requires a formula. How about this one? No, there's no formula here, is there? No numbers at all. You're obviously not going to use a formula. You just need to know what happens when a substance warms. Here, oh yeah, pretty obvious. You got these numbers, looking for current, use V equal IR, and use a blue sheet method, right? This last one, again, does not need a calculation. So some do and some don't. Now, I'll read this on the MCAS. It is critical that you identify questions and need calculations. When you need to calculate, use your MCAS formula sheet. You must. If you don't, what formula are you going to use? What are you going to do? Just pick a number, pick A, B, C, or D and guess? You've got to find the right formula. To do that, use your blue sheet method. So if you find the formula, then calculate the answer. All right? Here's your video code. Use the BLM blue sheet method. Use the BLM. I'm going to read this. Some of you can find the formula you need without the blue sheet method. But guess what most of you will end up doing if you don't use the method? Most of you need some help finding the right formula. That's what the blue sheet method does. It helps you find that formula. And if you're one of those people, that's about 3 out of 4 of you are this way, and you don't do it, what are you going to do? You know what you're going to do? You're going to guess. You're just going to say, I'm too lazy. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to do the blue sheet method. Oh, C looks good. And you got a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right, right? Please don't do that. Now, in this assignment, you'll be seeing this repeatedly. What I've done here is I've numbered the formulas, okay? 1 through 22. You can have this here too. Now, here's what you're going to see. You'll have an MCAS question. You got to answer this. Does this question require a calculation? I'm sure you answer yes here. Now, if you didn't, let's say you don't need a calculation. Down here in the next question, just say NA. But if your answer here was yes, I need a calculation, then find the formula. Give me the number. 1 through 22. Okay? So if you have a question that does not need a calculation, answer no, and this will be NA. If you do need a calculation like we do here, answer yes, and then write down the number of the formula. Make sense? Right. Okay, that's it. And I just said one last thing. If you want to do well in the MCAS, use your MCAS formula sheet and the blue sheet method. If you're too lazy to do it, it's a 1 in 4 shot. And that way, you'll lose a lot of points, won't you? Use the BLM. Bye.